Welcome to the Grab the Map podcast, where we don't just look at it, we grab the map. You see, I want to talk to you today about mentoring others in the real estate business. I do a little bit of mentoring. I take on clients in one-to-one coaching environments, and I also lead a mastermind in Grab the Map education. And I get to talk to other investors who are just getting started or are started in their business and they want to take it to the next level. And mentoring others in this business is extremely rewarding. I'd love to talk to you if you're interested in being mentored or if you're interested in having a relationship with Grab the Map Education. Email me at grabthemap@gmail.com or go to our website at grabthemapllc.com. See, mentoring others in this business, I feel like is a responsibility once you have achieved some success. And I'm not talking about, having millions and millions and millions or billions of dollars in real estate, but I'm talking about once you realize what real estate can do for you, your family tree, your outlook on life, your mindset. Once we realize what real estate has done in our lives, it's important that we mentor others in this business. You see, because there's always different cycles going on in the real estate market. I mean, we've got people that are getting into real estate for the first time. We've got seasoned investors who are growing a portfolio and actively managing their properties and managing their cash flow and all of that. Then we've got people that are trying to get out of the business, people that are trying to do something else, like go into the stock market or just retire. We've got people who are transitioning from single family houses to multifamily properties to commercial buildings. We've got people that are transitioning from real estate businesses to retail businesses or other investment firms and things like that. So there's all kinds of transition that's happening. And in all of those spaces, something that I've learned is that there is a tremendous need for mentoring and help to move from space to space. You see, the first person that got me really into real estate didn't realize he was mentoring me, but he was giving me valuable information and help that I continue to use to this very day. In fact, for that reason, I've decided that I seek out mentors when I'm making a transition or when I'm trying to get to another level. I seek out people that have already done what it is that I'm trying to do. I seek out people that have already achieved what I'm trying to achieve or that are headed in that direction and that are experienced in ways that I'm not experienced. What do you mean? If I don't know how to find money to buy property, I need to find somebody that's very good at finding money to buy property. If I don't know how to finance my real estate, I need to find somebody that knows how to finance real estate. If I don't know how to find good deals, I need to find a mentor that knows how to find good deals. If I don't know exactly where I'm headed, then I need somebody to help me steer my ship. And so I mentor others in real estate because I realize that I have been mentored, I am being mentored, and that it is only the right thing to reach back and mentor others. I want to tell you a strategy that I use when I mentor others in the real estate space. And one of those is that I tell them about how real estate has changed my life. See, I went from being a career educator as a teacher and a school principal that got paid on the 1st or the 1st and the 15th of every month, and that got into this pattern of buying more consumer products as my income went up in those roles, and thinking that I would have the same career for a lifetime. I got into the pattern of thinking that I would always not have quite enough money. I would have this retirement vehicle that wouldn't quite be enough to live great. And I got into that habit over about a 7-year period of time. Well, what I realized when I got into rental real estate is that there were times that I could collect money that weren't on the 1st and the 15th of the month. And there were ways that I could build my wealth that didn't have to do with being an employee. I could actually be an employer. And that changed my life. You see, when my account went from having $5,000 or $8,000 a month coming in to having hundreds of thousands of dollars coming into accounts, it changed my life. When I got the first check, lump sum check for over $20,000, it changed my life. When I saw the first balance in my checking account for over $500,000, it changed my life. Am I telling you this to brag or to say, hey, look, this is something that, I've done, you should do it too? No, I tell you this because when I mentor others, I tell them my successes. I tell them the things that it's doing for me, because a lot of times people are looking for someone they can relate to. They're looking for somebody who has a similar why as they do. Why do I do real estate? I tell them I do real estate because I want my family to have more when I leave here than I had when my parents leave. I want to give something to my family that they can use to better their family and their condition. I do real estate because I enjoy helping people. I enjoy providing safe, affordable, clean housing to my tenants. I enjoy I enjoy giving out jobs in my community. I enjoy being able to give to our church and to other businesses that are important to us. I do real estate because it doesn't limit how far I'm able to stretch my reach and my impact. I do real estate because it allows me to spend more time with my kids and my wife, right? And I tell folks that I'm mentoring this. I tell them that real estate has changed my life. Now, is everything perfect? No, I tell them about my failures too. I tell them about the times that I've lost money in real estate. I tell them about the times that I stopped looking at something and kept my eyes off something. And I tell them how that impacted my business. I tell them about the house that burned down and the first time that I had a house burn completely down. I tell them about the time contractors stole money from me. I tell them about the time that I lost relationships. I wrote about that in my book, Grab the Map, first book that I wrote. I tell them about the strain on my family and the strain on my kids and the relationship sometimes when you're pushing to grow your business. I tell them that it's not easy, and I tell them that it's worth it. When I mentor others, I try to find out what they're looking for, and I ask them what their goals are, and then I try to support them in their goals, right? I tell them what my hopes are for them. So when you're mentoring others, you tell them your successes, you tell them your failures, but you also tell them what your hopes are for them. You see, if you get involved with Grab the Map education, or if you get involved in real estate investing in general, I hope that real estate changes your life. I hope that your business becomes bigger than what you ever imagined, and that the impact that you can have on your community is bigger than you ever could have. I hope that you change the way that you think about money, from it being this most important thing that there's not enough of, to it being this tool that you can access to do the things that you feel like you were put on this earth to do. I tell you when I mentor you exactly where I think you can get. And oftentimes it's way bigger than where you think you can get. See, I have mentors that did that for me when I was talking about growing a rental portfolio to $10,000 a month. And they were like, why that limit? I talk to folks who mentor me who say, well, why just a $5 million portfolio? Why stop there? Like, what is the reason why you couldn't have a building with your name on the side? I got a buddy who told me that the other day, and I'm like, man. I don't even think I want that. But why not? Why not have the option to do something like that? And so mentoring others in this business is important. No matter what stage of your business that you're in, I want you to consider reaching out to someone else and helping them realize that real estate investing can change their life. Push them to go beyond what they think is possible. Hold them accountable. Check on them. And you may not be able to have a bunch of people at a time. When we open up our Grab the Map education platform and we do one-on-one coaching, I don't want hundreds of people to coach because I want to be able to reach out to everyone individually and have genuine relationships with the people that I coach. So if you're interested in receiving coaching, interested in learning more about Grab the Map education, please email me at grabthemap@gmail.com. I always am available at that email address, and I'm looking for those that I can help, just like I have mentors that are helping me. If there's any way that we can support you, please reach out. And as always, I want to remind you, this is Grab the Map, where we don't just look at the world, we grab the map.